The Trump family has recently become one of the most famous ones around the world, and as expected, they have raised admirers and haters. Although the most critical view is usually focused on Donald Trump, President of the United States, his daughter Ivanka seems to have gained much more attention since she has become the shadow of her dad wherever he moves. In fact, many people think that it is she who is behind the biggest scandals of her father. Ivanka Trump grew up in the absolute wealth, swimming in the sea of possibilities that were open thanks to her father's business. Although she could literally devote herself to whatever she wanted, she chose to go with the idea of becoming a model. Thanks to her splendid figure and her natural beauty, possibly more inherited from her mother than her father, the young woman had no problem dedicating herself to the world of fashion, appearing on different covers of the most famous magazine in the world. As a result of this, she won the admiration of her father, Donald Trump, who in the middle of an interview he had for the TV show The View in 2006, literally said, "If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I would be dating her." Although everyone, even women, laughed at the joke, the comment that reflected the relationship so strained between Trump and Ivanka was not well received by the crowd. It seemed that the president himself always chose to have his daughter very close, even too close for the public opinion. Since she began her first step in the business world, her father always wanted to give numerous companies to her so that he would guarantee her success. She was always the one that was treated differently out of all Trump's offsprings. We cannot forget that Donald has 4 other children too who actually have discrete profile. Thanks to being the daughter of Trump, Ivanka was the presenter of the beauty contest Miss Teen USA in 1997, or the reality show The Apprentice, in which for 5 seasons she was one of the most familiar faces. However, it seems that in the end she opted for more of the business world, dedicating herself to controlling the Department of Real Estate Development and Acquisitions of Trump Organization. But before we think that everything happened thanks to her great ability, the truth is that the world of top executives have criticized her a lot, since she has led the company to many mistakes that have caused millions of losses, or for mixing the politics with personal interests, as happened when she tried to establish commercial relations with Trump's family brand during a visit by Chinese leader Peng Lyon to the family mansion in Mar-a-Lago. It seems that the possibility of entering the world of politics was presented to her as very appetizing when her father won the election and named her with her husband as a senior advisor for the president. Do you even know who was in charge of this position before? Nobody. This position actually was created by Donald Trump himself to give the possibility to his daughter to enter the highest political world fully. Since she's been seen replacing her father in some presentation and accompanying him to many events as if the First Lady were really her and not Trump's real wife. In fact, on October 9th of this year, she ran as a candidate for the post of United States Ambassador to the UN. It was her own father who had to make a public statement explaining the reason why his daughter would not eventually occupy this position, although he claimed that he would love to have her in that prestigious position of power. Although Donald is flattered when he has to talk about his daughter's achievement and splendid appearance, it seems that he has not been very impressed when he discovered that his daughter has been using a personal email to communicate with White House advisors. Something Donald used against Hillary Clinton, remember? Apparently, the reason, according to Donald Trump himself, was that Ivanka did not erase any of her emails or tried to hide any information about them, as supposedly her political adversary did. In the minds of analysts, the act is completely unacceptable, especially since it was one of the poisoned darts that he threw at his rival during the campaign. It must be remembered that the law required all White House officials to protect all types of communication, especially to prevent leaks of confidential information and to control state security. The constant manipulation and pressure exerted by his daughter do not fail to take its toll on the decisions of Trump, since according to several experts, she is the one who is behind many of the failures committed by the president. Do you think Ivanka Trump is prepared to continue to hold such an important position, or should she just return to her professional business? Do not forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.